Hi, in today's session we are going to discuss about smart and connected cities, the role of IoT in the design of smart city. In this session we are going to discuss about the generalized architecture of a smart city using a IoT platform as well as the security for the smart city. So firstly, we are going to discuss about the need and importance of a IoT in the development of a smart city. In this regard, architecture is designed in such a manner consisting of four architectural layers where initially the data collected at the street layer from the different devices are collected and then processed to the city layer. Then the data will be evaluated and connected to through the data center, which will aggregate and virtualize the data. Based on the data accumulated in the data center will be processed to the service layer for the use of applications for providing the service to the different applications. So let us look at the architecture defined by the IBM, where there are four different layers: street layer, city layer, data center layer, and the service layer, in which at the street level there are different entities like cameras, street lights, parking sensors, traffic flow sensors, multi sensing devices, mobile devices, and different basic sensing devices are there. The data is collected at the street layer in the private cloud, and the data collected will be processed to the partner clouds from the private cloud with the means of switches and a distributed way. Once the data is accumulated in the city layer, that will be processed, that will be visualized, analyzed, and then processed to the data center layer, in which there will be a consideration of a firewalls, the wireless data control, routers will process, and the virtualization will be considered for the implementation, and the search engine optimizations are located at the data center layer. Out of the data collected from the city layer, the data center layer will evaluate the applications and process that particular processed and the finalized or scrutinized data to the service layer for the management of different applications like parking management, light management, safety, traffic, and many more applications which are delivered to the individual dashboards of the application. For this case, the IBM as well as Cisco has defined different varieties of applications which are consisting of the different products, where Cisco has a products of Wi-Fi transmissional playbook, MSME, core routing, switching. Different products are available which provide some services for the city level like installation, deployment, and the support for the every application, with consideration of the partners of the Cisco, where the data collected at the street level will be accumulated from the different devices, processed to the city center layer. Then the data will be combined and visualized, processed to the data center layer, in which the data will be visualized, virtualized, and processed at the fine tune, and the final application requirement based on the service, the data will be sent to the service layer, where this data will help the users to monitor their individual applications like parking, lighting, safety, security, as well as traffic monitoring systems. The next thing we need to know the difference between on-premises data versus cloud data. The key consideration in the IoT technology is the data which is available on the host machine. That's like, for example, if you consider a mobile and you are launching application on the internal storage, whatever the data is available, that data is considered as a data on premises. and whatever the data, you will be uploading that to the cloud. That's some services. For example, we can consider a Google Drive. If you are uploading some images or documents to the Google Drive, then we can say that that particular data is in cloud. For this categorization or the implementation, we are considering a fog architecture, which will be considered as the data transmission along with the edge-to-edge connectivity. Most of the on-premises data has some limitations because the data cannot be utilized by the others or everyone in the network. For that reason, the connected cloud data is accessible to everyone, where with the security if you provide, then it will be utilizable, it will be helpful, and it will be providing a better data to the users, data for the applications. So for this, we consider that the data on premises is the one which is located on the internal storage of the devices, and the other data which will be uploaded, which will be processed, or it will be transferred to through the internet, that data is considered as a cloud data. Means the data is available on the cloud. Both of them have a various advantages and the disadvantages, where we consider the on-premises data should be scrutinized and only the necessary data has to be uploaded to the cloud service, so that it reduces the complexity of the data and saves the energy of the sensor. So in that concern, we need to consider based on the requirement whether the data to be stored on premises or the data to be uploaded to the cloud. There are different applications, different hosting processes where the data can be processed in the on-premises or data can be processed with the cloud services. For example, there are a lot of images that will be collected from the street layer. That is a basic simple application where all the data are stored in a local, that is on premises. So in that concern, not all the images are required to transfer to the cloud. We may set a frequency like every 1 hour the data can be transferred to the cloud or uploaded to the cloud. Means only to update the status of the particular existing sensor data, the cloud services can be utilized, so that the data is better, the better consumption or better performance of the application will be available with a better efficiency. Thank you.